receiver comes in motion. It's a draw. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
To the air, it's Carr. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. Oh, out of space. Inside the touchdown, Irish. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Breaks into the open. The 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the...
the seam on the left. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Back to pass, it's Carr. Throws to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Finds his tight end. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catches it, passes, sticks, and still on his feet. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity. Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. From the gun, running back gets to give. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. They've got him then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Bringing it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
They'll go to the ground. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Motion from the wideout. Just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Looking to the big tight end. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. This defense has been sliced and diced, and now facing another 1st and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. A run for the quarterback. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Irish!
How explosive is this offense, right? They rev it up so quickly. Speed, playmaking ability, versatility, running, throwing, NFL talent all over the place. And after that last touchdown, they've already blown this game wide open and guys, we're not even through the first quarter yet.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
I love the play call there, and I love the run for a variety of reasons. Obviously, you're trying to settle your quarterback down after throwing 2 picks in the last 2 drives, but also you're able to generate a really nice game for this offense and make second and short so much easier, so much more manageable. It just allows your quarterback to take a breath and exhale.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
Back to throw, it's Sayin. Finds his big tight end. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how he's set up to start the second quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period, first down here. To the air on first down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
Looking downfield on first down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
This one's complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on third and short. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to throw, it's Carr. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Quarterback may change this route. Going for the marker on the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Man, I'm 4th and 2. I'm looking at my offensive line. I'm like, you got to give me just a little slither. Great job by the offensive line, blocking up just enough to get the first down, running physically downhill. That's all you want on those 4th and 2 situations.
Shoots it to the left. Looking to get it in.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. In this defense right now, they have no answers.
They'll move the wide receiver. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Notre Dame right back to the line. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and an ability up front and a belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's down. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Scanning the field, it's Sayin. Unloads it left. That's caught. It's Tate. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game.
Fires one high and deep. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that.
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Taking it the other way. Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. to kick off and get this one started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone. Did not work out as he... At the 13. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Oh, and he's able to get it back. Good thing for him. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back's got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Really good coverage by this defense. That they were aware of everyone on the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Horton. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Right down the middle. Finds a tight end. Makes a grab and knocked down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. Every good quarterback is first a game manager. At Alabama, that used to be sort of a label of derision, but now they're not only that, they're playmakers.
Yeah, and it's what they used to ask him to do. Like they were very comfortable throwing the ball off, running the ball, controlling the clock, trying to keep your defense fresh. Nah, bro. If you can't score points now, if you can't get first downs and go get me touchdowns, you're not going to be on the field.
He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Now they'll run the draw. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second.
Oh, he's got some space. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
What a weapon this guy is, right? At the tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to bring down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Might be calling a hot route. Got it, looking for the first down. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. It's complete. They will score. Touchdown, Notre Dame. How about the renaissance of the tight ends? Inline, flexed out, split out. They can do a little bit of everything.
They really can, and they're asked to block a lot of the times, too. But I tell you what, all the wide receivers out wide, the fancy toys, the fancy spread, don't forget about that tight end. He does a little bit of everything, and then you reward the big fella throwing the ball, and he catches, so he really can do a little bit of everything in an offense.
And the point after is good. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Miller with the ball. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
He's going to take off. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. A third down try for the offense. To the air, it's Russell. He's taking the shot. And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Williams. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Red pass, it's complete. Running through contact. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the miscue, 1st and 15 for this offense. From the gun. Here's a heat. Bounced off his feet.
That is what I'm talking about. Every defensive players want those opportunities. Quarterbacks slide so much. When you can get a big hit on them, that's exactly what you want to do. Make him feel that now so it hurts later in the game.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Alabama comes to the line on third and short. Quarterback keeps it. He'll be forced out of bounds, and they're stubborn with this running game in the red zone. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. Pressure coming. They use the sideline and get him out of bounds right at the 9.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
Everybody and their brother showing blitz. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Intercepted! They were back in their own end and they stopped the drive.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a third down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced a big interception.
Looking to throw, it's Carr. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Might be changing the route. Going to swing it on second down. The sure hands, it's Fields.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching coast routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Getting out first. Oh, it's a phony punt. They're going to run it for the up man. Not going to get there as this defense makes a stand. This is probably one of those plays where you wish you had a do-over button so you could just punt that thing away. Wants to throw on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bama!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Quickly complete. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Notre Dame right back to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Release to the back. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Finds the tight end. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. First and goal. Looking for the goal line. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On first and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. Quarterback making checks. To throw, it's Carr. Fires into the end zone. Into the house. Touchdown, Irish.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to go up top on first down. Gonna let it fly. He's got it on the right. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They're lining up on first and 10 from the 38. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. To the air on first down. Finds his big tight end. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Dropping back, it's Carr. He's got the tight end. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They went for it all, and score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Creates a little room. Inside the 40, past the 20. Touchdown time! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And that is going to leave the head coach scratching his head. The final play of the first half, your opponent runs the ball and you can't tackle him and get him down with all those bodies back playing prevent. That is a terrible job of defense. And to add insult to injury, you've now given up the lead.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Man, and they tried the surprise onside to start the second half. And this game's a great game. It's been back and forth, tie football game. Maybe trying to jumpstart yourself. But I'll tell you what, now you've put your defense in a bind. Let's see how they respond.
They'll open the second half with a run. There he goes. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Quarterback keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
That's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
And he made the read off the RPO, and he decided to take off, run the football. But, man, you got to take care of that thing. Fumbles the football. The defense gets the ball back.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Working well behind the sticks on second down. To the air, it's Russell. Got it in the middle, it's Miller. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Look out, he's got room. Gets it past the marker. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
Alabama just did work on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. Looking to throw on first down. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Quickly complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? Finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether...
Turning it on! Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Alabama! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He might want another play. Back to throw, it's Carr. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Fires to the wideout. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man on the left. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. Notre Dame right back to the line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Wants to throw it. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Back to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Gets away from one, finds some space. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He is a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Adams. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Throws to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Yeah, and listen, that dude is a dude. I get it. I mean, he's an absolute stud, and I want to find ways to get him the football, but maybe not force feed him in that situation when he's got two guys on.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. A strike downfield. field. Breaks into the open. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth all tied up. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pocket breaking down. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Back to pass, it's Russell. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I get it. It's the 4th quarter. It's a tie game. I need to go out and make a play offensively. But I tell you what, I'm going to be on the sideline now after that interception. As a quarterback, I'm like, please, defense, please go out there and bail me out. Give me another opportunity to go take the lead and win this ball game.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. They try to pop a run on the draw. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires to the tight end. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with the first down at the 31. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
Notre Dame lines up quickly.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
On target over the middle. Touchdown, Irish! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Critical juncture of the game late, and you're trying to find your best one-on-one matchup to take advantage of. Of course, it's the tight end. With his size, his wingspan, and his athleticism, really good decision by the quarterback at a crucial juncture in this game.
Now for the extra point try late in the game. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. A very efficient 5-way scoring drive. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Adams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
I feel like this guy's having one of those games. It happens maybe once in your life. He's just been open everywhere on the field. He's been lighting up the scoreboard. He's turning these defenders around. They just simply can't cover him.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And you're seeing why this guy is on the field during 2-minute situations. He can catch the football and make things happen. Nobody open downfield. You just dump it down to him. And
he's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's picked off for the 4th time today.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Back has it. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Trying to escape and get it himself. At the 20, he's got space. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Looks like the offense will just take a knee.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against the defense that knows you're going to do it.
They'll send the back in motion. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
And man, it can be dangerous when quarterbacks get outside the pocket. They can stress your defense so bad. You better chase them. You got to keep running as hard as you can and try to get to him before he can throw that football, especially square those shoulders up. Nice job by the defense continuing to pursue, even though he got outside the pocket.
Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. The Irish send out the punt unit. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Back to throw, it's Russell. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the fourth quarter, you've got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Catch in the middle, it's Young. It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They go to the draw. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, the offense was trying to go draw and make it look like pass, but I'll tell you, the linebackers went through. They came down hard, quick, got into the backfield, and got the tackle for loss.
Dropping back, it's Carr. Pulls it in, it's Love. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Quickly to the tight end. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46. Notre Dame right back to the line. Making side adjustments here. From the gun, running back on the move. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog, coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Branch. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. Leaves it with the back. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He'll run it again. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
Catch in the middle. It's Frazier. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible.
Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot. It takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Frazier. Breaks the tackle. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Bulldogs line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Fires to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Would have been a long field goal, 54 yards from here, so instead they'll try to move the chains. It's fourth and short. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab, ready for the first down. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Touch pass on the jet sweep. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And he made the extra point without problem. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Looking to pass. It's Carr. Under fire. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And he was virtually unblockable on that play. You know, it reminds me of seeing the highlights of my partner here, David Pollock, a guy that doesn't like to talk about his own greatness, so I'll do it for him. David
raised the bar and the standard for D-line play at the University of Georgia. It was his athleticism. It was his tenacity. He wasn't just getting sacks and tackles for losses. He was picking off passes and taking them to the house. He was like the honey badger before the honey badger, but playing D-line. All-time.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Georgia going up tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Now the play fake. Throwing right. He's got it. Bulldozes his way through. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. Dogs pick up the first down through the air, and the Georgia faithful starting to howl and bark.
And we've seen that in the past with Georgia. Maybe you get a little bit conservative, a little bit too much reliant on great defense, run the football. The reason that they broke through, the reason they started winning championships in the recent era, they became more aggressive, more dynamic throwing the football down the field.
Got his man quickly. Now the connection takes it to the 11. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Defense showing blitz here. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Fires to the end zone. Picked off. What a play by this defense. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
You got to be sharp in the red zone. You can't turn the football over in the red zone. You got to be crisp. You got to be on time. You can tell the QB wasn't on time. The defender made him pay. Nice interception, stealing points now off the board.
Standing in his own end zone, looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups where you see, you think about it, he's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. They'll put it in play from their own 12-yard line, 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his big tight end. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Bob. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. With the catch, it's Bob. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive.
There he goes.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
From the 30-yard line on first down. To the air, it's Carr. Here's the pressure. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
That quick slant is a hard ball to adjust to and make your quarterback look good. If you throw it behind me and I'm coming down the line of scrimmage, I really don't have a chance to adjust and try to make my quarterback look good. He's got to miss that thing low or high. He can't miss it behind me.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I'll tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making the big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the middle. Complete to the right. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Great spot to attack there. Right off the turnover, try to strike and keep them reeling.
Absolutely. Coaching 101. Sudden change. When you create a turnover and you get the ball back on offense, attack, attack, attack. Use the momentum. Try to make a big play.
Unloads to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Lets it fly. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's Carr. Working that left side now. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. One more snap coming before halftime. To the air on first down. Under fire. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's French. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more in coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Back to pass. It's Stockton. Throws for the tight end. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Yeah, the defense knew coming into this game that this offense was going to try and throw it down the middle of the field, so they knew that they were going to have to break on passes but also be really physical, tackle the catch, and knock the ball away, and they were able to do that there.
On third down, he drops to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Branch. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Dogs have their offense in high gear.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
I'll tell you, this running back, he's running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
Defense might bring the house here. Grabbed in the middle. It's Branch. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. And the Dogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The Bulldogs trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they finally ride him down at the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
They got nothing and probably didn't like it on the last play. They'll have another chance on third and goal from the 1. Soft spot. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Georgia. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They put together an 81-yard drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. It's complete to the right.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Wants to fire on second down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Got his man downfield. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo rolling. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It was starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Back to throw, it's Carr. Zings it complete to the right. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. This crowd knows when to bring it. Out of the shotgun on third down. Buying some time. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. Notre Dame once back up near its own goal line, now on the move. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The Irish will open the fourth with a fresh set of downs. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. And down he goes back at the 3.
Great job by the defense, understanding what they were seeing. They played the read game beautifully, strung it out. Quarterback continues to drift to his left. No space to get through. Tackle for a loss for this defense.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. He wants it all. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Quick strike through the air for the score. That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they needed. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Fielded in the end zone. It's Branch. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. These corners backing off a bit. Wide receiver comes in motion. Makes the catch. It's Thomas. Still running at the 40. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
It's reverse. And the defense not fooled at all as they stop this play at the line.
And you got to love this if you're the defensive coordinator, because your defense stayed disciplined. They didn't over-pursue to the running back. They stayed home, played great with their eyes, and they were able to make the tackle.
Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Bulldogs come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Grabbed over the middle. It's Belt. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll use the running game on first and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
Gets the back moving. Back to pass on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Kelp. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He stopped just inches short. Had a good catch. Tried to get it in, but was denied.
And I love the defense here, playing downhill, playing fast, understanding it's third and goal. I don't have as much space behind me. I can be more aggressive on that touch pass. They come up, they set the edge, they make the big tackle.
They got him to jump. The defense got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a first down. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. And the field goal unit stays put. They will try to deliver the haymaker and deck them with a touchdown on fourth and goal. He is stopped short, and isn't that going to make things interesting?
And as a defense, that's all you can ask for. Give the ball back to your offense. Yes, you're still down. You gave them a chance. They got the football. They got some time left. Now can they put a drive together? Maybe go tie this game. Maybe go win this game. Great stop by this defense.
Looking to the big tight end. Complete in the middle. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Scanning the field, it's Carr. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Here's a throw downfield late. He hauls it in, and nobody's close. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly, because this has been way too easy.
Looks as if he's going to run it. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Back to throw, and he's got to do it here late. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and now just 1 point away from a tie.
Massive score, now massive decision-making. Obviously, extra point ties the football game. Easy peasy, nice job. A 2-point conversion, you win this thing. So I would kick it, but you know what? If you want to go for it, that's your decision.
And it's good, and we're tied in the 4th quarter. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He'll go out of bounds at the 27-yard line, just couldn't quite shake free. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off the play fake. This time on target. He gets out of bounds to stop the clock. Maybe time for a couple more plays with 10 seconds left. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
I like quarterbacks that are being aggressive, but moving forward, if your guy's not open downfield, it's okay just to check it down to a tight end or a running back and take the profit.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Snagged in the middle, it's Belt. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably, maybe 1 possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 1st and goal as they try to jump on top here in overtime. Looking to throw. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They jump on top here in OT. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
first down they need to answer with a touchdown. Wide receiver going in motion. It's a draw. Turning it on. Got enough for the first. Touchdown, Irish. They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with a point after.
Got to be impressed with the level of execution here in the second drive of OT. One play, score a touchdown, and now it's decision time, David. Do you kick the extra point and keep this thing going, or do you go for two and try to win?
Yeah, and you're right. The response was amazing. I mean, you give up a touchdown, you have a tendency to get down on yourself. No. First play, great execution. Now, do I go for the win? Do I play this safe, or do I go try to take this moment right now and get the W?
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. We play on first down here in the second overtime period. A designed run for the quarterback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And man, how many... So we're going to call his name today. He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks, add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
To the air, it's Carr. Finds his big tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
The noise level is relentless here on second down. Wants to go up top. If he runs this back, this game's over. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the... He got it in. Ball game. What a clutch play as they run it in double overtime. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
welcome everyone to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. On the move from inside his 5. He steps out of bounds just across the 20 at the 21. Decent starting field position here. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Past the sticks, and he may get more. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Use the play fake, now to throw. Steps away. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Makes the catch down the right side. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. Off play action. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Line getting set on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Push down for the tackle.
Well, the offense got themselves in a bad position to start, but a nice change up there, handing it off and getting a lot of the yardage back, David, now to set up 3rd and at least a little bit more manageable.
Yeah, and when it's 3rd and forever like that, I'm thinking pass. So great job slipping the run in there. Running back now putting them in a better position. But defensively, I still got them in 3rd and long, still in a good situation here.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Georgia going up tempo. Looking to throw at Stockton. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Touchdown, Dogs! Fired in from the red zone for the score. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
They'll try to pop the draw. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
They try to go draw, but there's just way too much penetration in the middle of the offensive line, and that the offense has a negative play.
The offense changing the play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Finds his big tight end. At the 40, there he goes. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Fires to the big fella. Breaks into the open. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field too, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Branch. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Off the play fake on first down. With the catch, it's Thomas. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They're going back to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got it in the middle. It's Delp. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
On a big third down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
Trying to keep the drive alive. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quarterback may change this route. To throw, it's Carr. He's got the tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Looking to fire. Into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Notre Dame. What a grab and what a quick strike for that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end. Last time David sort of curved. He's going for the big play. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Here comes the offense onto the field again. They'll move the wide receiver. The inside handoff. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Motion from the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Carr. Gets it out quickly. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers, I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. It's a draw. Finds some fresh air. Wide open spaces. He's a touchdown, Aaron. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
Coming out with it, it's Branch. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Quick handoff. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Finds his man. It's Thomas. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Bringing the heat. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. So now it's 2nd and long. From the gun. Give on the inside. Oh, he's got some space. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. The Dogs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Might as well give it to him again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air. It's Stockton. Throws toward the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
We got a timeout here late in the half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll send the tight end in motion. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Right on target this time. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Georgia.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Back to throw, it's Carr. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, what a play, it's intercepted. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He'll take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. That's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
Finds a little space. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here come the Irish back on offense. Complete to start this drive. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Notre Dame right back to the line.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on first down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And that's a really good job by the QB, getting the ball out of his hands, knowing where the sticks are, getting the first down. And they saw something they liked, because here they come, right back on the ball to run another play.
Makes a catch at the 15. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal. Might be calling a hot route. Looking for space to the left. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking downfield, it's Carr. He's got it on the run. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
How about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense when number 3 is coming soon.
And he tacked on the extra point. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jones. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for.
Looking deep. He's got it on the outside. Tons of room in the middle. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And I think it's pretty clear. They went into the half and said, we're getting the ball and we're going to be aggressive. And how about the aggressive shot down the field? Play 1 of the second half to start it, and he goes all the way to the end zone. That is how you start a half fast.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. Might be changing the route. Back to pass, it's Carr. Skips away from pressure. He's open on the right. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
Nice play there. And I know when you think Notre Dame football, you're thinking about running the football and all those NFL offensive linemen they have. But when you've got playmakers like him on the perimeter, you've got to be able to take advantage of him. This guy has the chance to play on Sundays. He's too good. If you've got a window to throw and that guy's out running a route, give him an opportunity.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
Just going to keep it after the snap. Plows through the defense.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of the game.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
The short hands, it's locked. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Motion from the wideout. This is a designed run. Picks up the first down, still moving. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running.
There he goes. Quick step and go. Touchdown Notre Dame. And they take it in for 6 more points. If he can keep putting together games like this, he might have a shot at Brady Quinn's career touchdown record of 95. All the great quarterbacks the Irish have had, guys like Joe Theismann, John Hewitt, nobody's even close to that.
And that's crazy to think about being in that kind of a company. And Notre Dame's always been a good running team. And when they find quarterbacks and have great quarterback play, then I think they start to take off to that next level. And so far, he's showing that here today.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Hold and fire complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And now on second down for this offense. Handoff to Jones. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. They're setting up the screen. Oh, it's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. This offense has it with really good field position. Quick timeout by the defense. They're trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Thomas. Looking for room at the 40. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on 1st down. Dances away to buy time. Now he's going to throw back to the middle. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Dogs!
That is so hard to defend. QB wants to make a play from the pocket, but does a great job escaping to his left, eyes down the field. Palmer, he looked like a young, athletic Jesse Palmer, getting outside the pocket and throwing a dime.
I would have torn my ACL if I had tried to roll out to my left like that in my playing days, but how about this quarterback keeping his eyes downfield, never quitting on the play, and finding a viable option and delivering an accurate throw so that he could advance it after the catch and take it all the way into the end zone.
Here come the Irish back on offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Using his feet. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. Quarterback making checks. They'll move the tight end. On 3rd and short, the power run here. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down.
Yeah, nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard. They picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. And it's another 1st and 10 play. Tight end now in motion. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. They want to run this quarterback. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
The option look. He'll toss it. Across the 45. He's got enough for the first